Seeking English S.A.T. Workbook, page 389, problem 1. You may use a calculator for this, and having tried it with and without a calculator. I would say yes, go ahead and use a calculator, just because it would be possibly faster if picking up and putting down the calculator isn't slowing you down too much. Okay, Roy and Nelson are printers at a local copy house. Roy can type 50 words per minute, and Nelson can type 70 words per minute. If each paragraph contains 80 words, how many paragraphs can they type combined in 30 minutes? And they do not give you multiple choices. You need to calculate and write it in. The order in which information is given you in this story is not especially helpful. They at least did not give you they put the 50 and 70 together. They didn't put them separately, which if they wanted things to be really confusing, they could have done. I assume that these problems are all fine-tuned in terms of the order in which things are given to you to make them moderately confusing. In any case, let's try to get things in a sensible order. They gave you the 50 and the 70 together. And you were told at the end that they want to know how many, okay, the test wants you to say how many paragraphs they can type together in 30 minutes. There's no reason to separate the 50 and the 70. The reason I have not yet added them together is that if there's stuff that you're going to use, if there's information you're going to use to solve the problem, I think it's much better to get it on your page or on the screen or whatever it is, wherever it is, get it there before you start playing with it. If you start playing with it before you put everything here, if you said, oh, I'm going to combine the 50 and the 70, the chances that you're going to confuse yourself go way up. You might think that you're saving time, but saving time while getting to the incorrect answer is actually wasting time, because you can get the wrong answer immediately with no effort at all. Think about that for a second. I know I've mentioned it. So this is their combined rate of output in words per minute. I'm just going to leave it like that for the time being. This is the number of minutes, okay? And they gave you this 30 after they gave you the 80, even though you're probably going to write the 80 last, okay? That's the duration. That's the duration in minutes. That's the output of each of them per minute. And this is the number of words in a paragraph, because you're going to convert a word count to a paragraph count. Okay? So that's really the whole story right there. That's what you need in order to solve this problem. The 50 and the 70 are going to combine to 120. I know there are a lot of zeros in here, and sometimes I skip ahead and I take out zeros. I'm just not going to do that quite yet. Okay? The 30 times the 120 is 3,600. Okay? And from there, you could run it through your calculator, although if I were doing that, I probably wouldn't bother with these two zeros here. Okay? Really? Shh, don't tell anyone. Either way is correct. The fewer times I press a button on the calculator, the less can go wrong. So if I can knock off a couple of zeros before I start pressing buttons. I'm not sure that it matters, but I'm being honest with you about what my habits are. And I have done pretty well with some of these habits. 360 divided by 8 should be 45. Okay? So, any questions? Just ask me in the comment section.